Hey, what is up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard. Teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. I am your host, Edward Euler. Happy to be joined by some very familiar faces.
Jess?
Greg.
The important part is unmuting the mics. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's early. It is. What is today?
Thursday.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, whatever. All right. Anyway, welcome everybody watching live around the world, as well as after the fact. We are bringing y'all Tinner's Trail tonight, designed by the Martin Wallace and published by, well, I think it was JKLM Games originally, and then Tree Frog Games, which was Martin Wallace's production house there many moons ago. This game originally came out 2008, I think it was. So yeah, should be a good time tonight. This is old school Martin Wallace. Low rules overhead, but depth of gameplay, yada, 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 all that. Cornwall, mining, and pasties. Did I pronounce that right tonight, Martin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, good. All right, cool. You ready?
Yes.
Fellas, y'all ready?
Yeah.
I hope so. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get into Tinner's Trail. All right. Set in the early 19th century Cornwall and focuses on the copper and let's try that again. And focuses on the copper and tin mining industries that made the county famous. It was during this century that Cornwall became one of the most important mining areas in the world. It produced the tin that was used in many alloys and the copper that was used to clad the ships of the Royal Navy. It was the demand for more efficient water pumps in the mines that led to the development of the steam engine, which in turn led to the first steam trains. When Cornish mining went into decline, Cornishmen moved around the world, taking their valuable skills with them, helping to shape the modern world of mining. The name of the game refers to the long walks that the miners had to take from their homes to the mines. The path to the mine would be known locally as the Tinner's Trail. All right, so what is it you guys are looking at over here? Well, we have a map, loosely, of Cornwall. I know this is Land's End, and this is Cornwall. So there we go. We've established the extent of my knowledge of this part of Britain. But what is it else you guys are looking at? So we have a turn order track there, the time or the time track or the actions that we're going to be taking there. We have the available developments in a given round. We have the actions that we're going to be able to take throughout the game. And here on the map, there will be some mix of tin, copper, and eventually water, which will be the bane of our existence. Down here in the bottom left, we have ore prices. So we have tin prices, we have copper prices there. Then we have the victory point track. Now, it's called the external investments or the investment track or investment chart, because as you'll see, these are the only victory points that we're going to be able to score, that we're going to be able to purchase victory points throughout the 4 rounds of the game. And down here at the bottom is our money. Now, there are no poker chips. There is no Martin Wallace money. There is nothing along the lines of that. There is a track down here at the bottom that goes from 0 to 19 quid or pounds, British sterling, and then another track, 2 track, 20s, 40s, 60, 80, 100, plus up to 19, etc., etc. Now, if you notice, this is the epitome of poor board design, in my opinion. We have things facing 3 different directions. We have all of this side of the board facing that way. We have that side of the board facing this way. And then we have this side of the board facing that way. So there you go. That's it. Then what do we have out here? So we have 6 mines for each of the players, and then we have investment cubes as well. Over here, we have the developments that are going to be available in the first round. And then off board, there's a number of things. We have the various cubes that represent the tin, the copper, and the water that will be coming through as the game goes along. And then there are dice in this game that represent tin, copper, and water as well. Then we have a little marker here that is going to signify which mine, which area we're going to be auctioning for the right to be able to build a mine in. And then there are more developments that are off board and out of camera shot that will come into play as we go along. So what is it we're trying to do? Well, in a nutshell is we're going to build mines. We're going to then mine the ore that is out here. Then we're going to sell it for some amount of money to then be able to invest in victory points as well as more infrastructure to be able to make more money so we can buy more victory points. So that is the game in a nutshell. But as you can see here by this upside down turn sequence very clearly, that each round is going to be broken up into 7 steps. Now, there are 4 rounds in the game. You're going to know what round it is because if there are any cubes on the first round, you know that it's the second round, so on and so forth as we go along. So 4 rounds. Each round has the same 7 steps, as you can see on there. So the easiest way I know how to teach it is to go ahead and talk about and to go over what the various steps are as we go along. So the very first thing that's going to happen, and apparently Cooper is shedding like crazy. You see all the Cooper hairs everywhere? All right, so anyway, the first step is determine the ore prices. So if we take a look over here, down in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the ore prices. Now, the tin will be set at a certain price based on a die roll. The copper will be set based on a die roll, as well as for the first and last rounds, and then some modifiers in each subsequent round as well. But that's going to determine the market for both tin and copper for that round, and it will change randomly because dice each round. So we will be selling our tin and our copper at a certain amount based on that die roll. Then the second thing is we will see the available developments. So if we take a look over here at the development area, this part of the board over there, you're going to see that in each round or in each turn as it's framed here, there's going to be certain developments that are going to be available. So in the first turn, you have 2 miners, 2 ports, an adit, no trains, and 1 steam pump available as represented by that disc over there. On subsequent rounds, if there is anything left here, we're going to wipe that out. And then in the second round, we're going to put out those things, 3rd round, 4th round, so on and so forth. So that is the second step there, which is available developments, as you see there. The third thing, which is the meat of the game, is the player actions. Now, before I go over these in detail, I feel like I need to at least go over how the rest of this is going to go. After we have taken our player actions, and only then, we are going to sell our ore. And we're going to sell our ore based on what the price is as shown on the ore prices. You may never carry forward any ore that you have mined out of any mines from round to round. So if you have mined it, it's getting sold that round. You cannot make any other choice. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So selling ore, and then we're going to spend money to buy victory points. The ratio for victory points is going to get worse as we go along throughout the game. So in the first round, this is the best exchange rate, if you will, that will be available to us. So in the first round will be the best exchange rate. The 4th round will be the worst exchange rate, as you can see there. So we will spend some amount of money and then moving on. After that, we will then prospect, which means we will possibly seed a couple of the areas that start with no cubes in them, no ore, and then check. Is it the end of the game? Is it the end of the 4th round? If not, go into a new round and do it all over again. So that's the basic layout of a turn. So I've covered pretty much everything, just not really in detail, except for the player actions. Now, on a given player's turn, they have a choice of 9 various actions that they can take on their turn. And they must take one of the available actions on their turn. So let me go ahead and direct you first, before we talk about those, to the turn order. you'll notice that blue, or in this case Martin, is the first player. Whoever is on top of the turn order is going to take their action first. They will choose one of the 9 actions, carry out that action, and then it will go on to the next player. But there is a certain amount of time that is associated with each of the various actions, which range from 0 time to 3 time. Now, in a given turn, each player has 10 time afforded to them. They may make use of any and all of that up to 10 increments of time. So for instance, if Martin says he wants to build a mine, we'll go through the details of what that looks like, and if he wins the auction, he will then take 2 time. And then let's say Jess, on her turn, she says, you know what, I want to build an adit here. That's going to cost her 3 time. That will go there. I do something, so maybe I build a port. I take 2 time going there. And then Greg says, you know what, I'm going to place a miner, and I'm only going to spend 1 time. So at that point, once all the players are out of their regular turn order boxes, then it's going to go whoever is furthest back in a given column is going to now take their action. So in this case, Greg then can take another action. Choose one of the 9 available actions. Let's see, he does something that takes 2 time. That will go there. And then it becomes Martin's turn. And then it works top to bottom. So Martin would take an action, and maybe that's only, say, 1 time, and then I take an action that's maybe 3 time, and now it'd be Jess's turn, then Greg's, then Martin's, then mine, so on and so forth, until one of 2 things happens. Either you're at 10 and you have no more time, in which case you must pass, which costs no time, or at any point you may choose to go ahead and pass. When you pass, if you were the first to pass, you're going to want to go to the top one, there, etc., etc. Now, players can continue taking actions even though players have passed. The exception to that is when 3 players, in a 4-player game, when 3 of the players have passed, the 4th player, regardless of how much time they have left, can only take 1 more action. If you do not have the time available to you to take the action that you wish to do, or possibly the money in which you wish to do, you cannot take that action. Even though this is a Martin Wallace game, there are no loans. So you must have the money and or time and or money, and possibly money, to be able to take actions. All that makes sense?
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into what the available actions are in Tinner's Trail. So there are 9 actions, as you see there. We are not going to go over those all in order because, well, honestly, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So let's go ahead and talk about the most complex of the actions, which is building a mine. And it's, the core idea of what it is we're going to be doing. As I mentioned earlier, every player only has 6 mines. When you build a mine, it is permanent. You cannot just pick up a mine and move a mine. When you put it down, it's going to be in that area. So let's say I am the first player there, and I say, hey, as my action, I'm going to go ahead and build a mine. So when I do so, I then choose any area out here on the map that does not already have a mine on it. I should also point out that each of these various areas, or county, are they counties? Are they different areas of the map here, can only have one of a certain shape of wood in it. So in other words, once an area has a mine in it, that's the only mine that can go in that area. I cannot place another, Jess cannot place one, so on and so forth. When I've built a port in that area, no other ports can be built in that area, so on and so forth. And I'll go over those in detail, but I figure I would go ahead and cover that now. All right, so let's say, hey, I want to build a mine. Now, I choose any of the available spots and I put the marker out here and say, hey, that's where potentially somebody's going to be building a mine. Mm-hmm. Now, whoever the player is who places this, that decides, hey, they're going to take the action of building a mine, they're going to place that down, and a minimum bid is 1 quid. We all start with 15 quid, so I can start at 1, I could start at 5, I could start at 15, doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. So, on my turn, I say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and start that mine for 3 quid. Then it goes clockwise around the table. It does not follow turn order. Now, it just so happens that it follows turn order, but you get the idea. So I would go, let's say I started at 5. Jess?
6.
All right. Greg maybe goes 7. Martin says, nah, I pass. When you pass, you're out. I go 8, Jess passes. Greg says 10. Okay, fine, I pass. So when I pass at that point, Greg is the one that actually won the mine. Now, to be able to do so, it costs 2 time. Now, even though it was my action, Greg is the one that won the auction. So he's going to be the one that pays the 2 time. In addition to that, we're going to take one of his mines. We're going to put it on there, and then that's it. And there you go. Easy enough, right? Mm-hmm. However, whose turn is it now? Who's at the top of the order? That would be me still. Ergo, I get to take another action. I can either choose to put up another place for a mine to be built, or I could do any of the available actions. And that would be the same even if we weren't there in turn order based on, the location of where everybody is on the time track. So maybe I say, okay, there, and then I say, hey, I'm going to go and put that spot up for bid. And then we do it again. Now, even though Greg already has a mine out there, as long as he has mines available and cash available, he can then go ahead and take part in the auction. So again, I start this one at 2, then we go around, so on and so forth, et cetera, et cetera. Does all that make sense?
Yes.
All right, cool. Now, you'll notice that some of these areas have pre-printed tin and copper already on them. Now, when we actually get ready to start the game, there's going to be considerably more tin and copper on the board than what you see already. We're going to roll these dice for each of these locations out here that already comes with pre-printed stuff. But you'll notice that there are 8 other locations out here that do not have anything pre-printed on them. What that means is, as soon as somebody builds a mine, we're going to roll the dice, and that's what's going to be put on that area. So in this case, it would be 3 copper, no tin, and 4 water. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So any questions about building a mine there? Okay, I'll take that as a no. All right, so taking a look again at the available actions, you see that building mines takes 2 time, easy enough. But now that you have a mine out there, the next thing we're going to talk about actually is the M spot, which is actually mining ore, which is the goal of the game. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here at Greg's area, his mine right here. And let's say that there is no water on here. In this case, it costs 1 time. So when it's Greg's turn, he spends 1 time to move on up, and he's allowed to mine up to 2 cubes on there, be it tin or copper, regardless of what the pricing is. So in this case, you see that copper we have valued at 10, tin is worth 5, so maybe he only takes 1 copper. He can take 2, so maybe he does that. So if that's the case, he would take those off, and boom, he's mined. So having a mine on that allows a mining of 2 cubes. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. But if there is any water on there, water is the bane of miners' existence. Water makes it more difficult to be able to mine. So in this case, the same thing would take place. However, for every cube that you take out of the mine, you then pay 1 quid per water in there. So in this case, if Greg wanted to mine those 2 copper, he would pay a total of 2 quid, 1 per copper that he's removing from there. So he would then pay 2 quid. If he didn't have the money, let's say he were only here at 1, he could actually only remove 1, so on and so forth. That makes sense?
Yes.
All right. Now, what if there is multiple water, which is likely to happen as the game goes along? So in this case, if there were 4 water, to be able to remove 1 cube out of that mine would cost him 4 quid. All right? So 4 quid to remove 1, 8 to remove 2. That's prohibitively expensive, but he's going to be able to make 10 bucks or 10 quid each for those. So you know what? It makes sense maybe to him. So he pays the 8, boom, done, like so. Okay, easy enough? All right.
Yep.
So that is mining right there. Now, whenever you actually take the mining action and you remove any amount of cubes, regardless of the number of cubes that you take out of a mine, each mining action adds 1 cube of water to that mine. If you pull out 1 cube, you add 1 water. You pull out 5 cubes, you add 1 water to that mine. It's per action. Does that make sense? Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. So that is mining. Easy enough. Moving on. All right, the next thing that we're going to talk about now is actually we're going to talk about all of the developments over here. Developments are going to benefit you in your mining ability it's going to benefit you. So there we go. So the next one we'll talk about is placing a miner. So that's going to cost you 1 time. And when you place a miner, we're just going to put it there on top of the mine. And that's going to allow you to pull out 1 more cube in a mining action. So instead of a base of 2, you now can pull out 3 cubes in a single action. That makes sense? Good. Moving on, easy enough. And remember, you are only allowed 1 miner per mine or per area per mine. 6 one, half dozen the other. That costs 1 time. Ports. Well, you have to be adjacent to a water space, obviously. When you build a port, it does 2 things for you. So obviously this location here, which is landlocked, you cannot build a port. But let's say on a previous action, spending 1 time, Greg had built that, and then he has a port available that would cost him 2 time, and he puts a port there. When you place a port, you get to remove a maximum of 1 cube of water immediately when you build that port from that area. And it's going to add a +1 to your mining capability. So every time, take a mining action here, 2 for the base for the mine, 1 for the miner, 1 for the port, for a total of 4 ore that you can pull out of a mine in a single action for 1 time. That makes sense?
Yep.
All right. Removing the water only happens 1 time, and that's only when you place the port right there. Okay, easy enough. Moving on. The next one we're going to talk about doesn't come into play until the second half of the game, but we'll go ahead and advance down here to the train. The trains cost 2 time, as you can see. Trains also, there, as they're available out there, if you put a train in there. Let me go and throw some more water around here to show exactly what it's going to do. There we go. So when Greg puts a train into that location, it's going to add a +1 to his mining capability. So now we have 2 for the mine, 1 for the miner for 3, 1 for the train is 4, and 1 for the port is 5. When he mines, he can actually pull out 5 in a single action, which only costs him 1 time. It's going to cost him some amount of money, but I digress. When you place the train, the place you place it, the region you place it in, you're going to remove 2 water. In addition to that, every adjacent area, so 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, you're going to pull out 1 water. And it's always you will pull out 1 water. If there is no water, obviously you just skip it. Easy enough there. Boom. No harm, no foul. One thing I do want to double back on is when you take the mining action. So let's say this were the situation and Greg's going to mine here. In that case, he can mine up to 5 cubes. You'll notice he only has 3 cubes available there, 2 copper and 1 tin. So he would actually only pull out a maximum of 3, obviously. And if there's no water, it costs him no money. If there is water, it will start costing him money, obviously. But I just wanted to clarify that no water, no cost. Easy enough? Mm-hmm. All right, good. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about are steam pumps. Well, I told you, water sucks. And having a lot of water in your mines is detrimental. Well, adits apparently were holes that they would drill into the side of the hill lower than the mine to be able to drain the water that accumulates in the mine. Well, you'll notice that it's going to cost you 3 time. That is a ton of time in this case. However, there's a lot of benefits when you do so. Each round, there's only going to be 1 adit available, so there's only going to be a total of 4 adits built in the entire game. But what's going to happen is, when you choose to build an adit, you're going to place it between 2 locations. It's going to straddle the location into 2 areas. It can be whether there is a mine built in one, or a mine built in neither, or a mine built in both, etc., etc. So first things first, after you've paid your time, each location is going to remove 1 water. In addition to that, when they drilled the adit, a lot of times they would find pockets of tin or copper to be able to mine. So what does that mean? That means that each of the two locations that connects to that adit is going to get 1 copper and 1 tin added to each location, like so. That is a one-time thing, done. That's what an adit is going to do for you. Now, on a subsequent turn, I told you, you are only allowed 1 piece of wood per region of each type. The adit is the one exception to this. So if you take a look, because this is a different border, notice this one borders this area and this one borders this area. If that were to happen like so, what would happen is this area would remove 1 water, and then we would add 1 tin and 1 copper once again. But you might be asking yourself, what about this region over here? Well, in that case, when this region finally gets some amount of ore and or water, immediately it will remove 1 of the water that was placed there, and it will add 1 additional copper and tin to that area as well. Easy enough? Good? All right. So that covers both the, I had mentioned steam pumps. We skipped those. We'll double back to that. That's the adits. The next one, steam pumps. So improve the steam pumps. This is strictly going to help us remove water from the mines. So if we take a look up here, up at the actual developments up there, the steam pumps are represented by these white discs. And you'll notice that each round, there is some number of discs there. In the first round, there is only 1 single disc available. In the second round, there will be a stack of 2 discs and a single disc available. In the third round, there will be 2, 2, and 1. In the fourth round, there will be 3, 2, 2, and 1. On a player's turn, when they choose to go ahead and choose one of those developments, if they choose an improved steam pump, they're going to pay 1 time, and obviously they're going to take the one with the bigger stack, so they'll choose the 3 if it's available, so on and so forth. When they choose that action, they can then immediately remove that amount of water from anywhere on the board. Any mix and match that you wish. Use it or lose it. It's that simple. Okay? All right. Good. Easy enough. The last 2 things that we need to talk about now are the 2 easiest actions. Sell pasties. So, cost 1 time, get $1. Well, a quid, but you get the idea. And the last thing is pass. So, if you choose to pass early, you can do so. If you've spent 10 time, you must pass. And when you pass, you go to the top of the turn order, whatever space is available left. All right, so after we have taken all of our actions, so on and so forth, we then sell our ore. So getting back to this, let's say it were something along the lines of this for Greg. That is 2 copper and 2 tin. He might wish to hold on to the tin to when it's more valuable, but alas, he cannot do so. He should have planned better. I'm sorry. So in this case, you'll notice that copper is 10 quid a piece and the tin is 5 a piece. So that looks like that's going to be a total of 30 quid that he's going to get. These go back into the supply. And then at that point, after everybody has sold all of their ore, we're then going to go into the external investments. The external investments are really, really simple. In the new turn order, so after everyone has passed, again, then players may spend any of their available money for whatever round it is to turn that money into victory points. The catch here is that there are only 2 cubes allowed per box. Once there are 2 cubes in that box, no other cubes can go in there. And if you're wondering, the answer is yes. If you have enough money, the same player can actually go ahead and invest in the same box twice. But it happens in turn order, 1 investment at a time. So, as it is, maybe yellow invest 1 here, and then green would invest 1, then red would invest 1, then blue would invest 1, and then it would start back over. You can pass, you can jump back in, whatever. Whenever it's your turn, you either make an investment or you don't. When all the players subsequently pass, the investment phase is over. And remember, these are the only victory points you're going to have throughout the entire game. The next step is prospecting. Pretty simple. The first player in turn order, you'll notice that there is a prospect word written in white there and for the second player. Choose one of the available areas that has not already been mined, or I'm sorry, that already does not have cubes on it. and we're going to mark it, say that one, and we're going to roll, and that amount of cubes goes onto that area. Pretty simple. And then whoever's the second player, they choose a location and do the same thing, put that amount of cubes on there, boom, that's prospecting. If there are no areas left to prospect, you don't prospect. Pretty simple. And then check. Is that the end of the game? No, go into a next turn. Do it all over, do that 4 times. Whoever has the most points at the end of the investment phase wins. I think there's a tiebreaker for money left over, but again, these are the only victory points you're going to get throughout the entire game. Any questions? Good, let's play. All right. Did I miss anything?
No.
All right. So if you will help me reseed the disaster that I made of this board, Jess.
Yes.
All right. So how many of y'all out there have played Tinner's Trail? I'm curious. Obviously, present company has, but let me go and bring up cameras and everything. There and there. There we go. Hey, what's up, y'all? All right, cool. All right, so let's see. What do we got? That comes off there. Okay, so now we need to actually seed the board. Would you like to roll, or would you like me to?
You should.
And I will have you put those out. We'll start here and work our way up. So it's only areas that already have cubes on them. So we'll start at Land's End. There we go. So that gets... Say again?
I hadn't seen the new graphics for the chat.
Oh. There you go. All right, cool. All right, so next area. The one in from Land's End. There we go. Not a lot of tin coming out so far. We'll go south. And the distribution, by the way, here for water are 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s. So water is a lot. For tin, it is 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. And for copper, it is 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So there you go. And then the area to the north of it. Actually, why don't we do this so folks can see? Well. All right. All right, moving on over. Oh, look, Asher hair. Asher. Cooper hair.
That's me.
Or Jess hair. All right, there's that.
Oh,
It almost hit 3, didn't it? Oh, there we go. If you're going to have a lot of water, at least have a lot of resources. So, let's see. Franny owns the JLKM. I always get that wrong. Version. Tony says, been to Cornwall loads of times. Never played the game, though. All right. I mean, it is in your country. I'm just saying. 2, 2, 3.
not so good on that one.
Not so much. There. Ignore that. 3 water, please. And finally, last one. Also terrible.
Coming. There you go.
All right, there we go. So that is how our game starts seeding-wise. And now we need to randomize turn order. Don't mind my balding head. There we go. All right, where's the first?
Last in turn order, just as it will be in.
But first in our hearts. There we go. All right, so we start with determining ore prices. All right, so let's take a look at that over there. Now, these actually start off the board, and then you'll notice on the first turn we get a +1 to whatever we roll. So we're going to roll all 3 for the tin. So that is 3, 6, 7 plus 1 looks like 8. So the tin's going to go there. All right, and then we do the exact same thing for the copper. Never take me alive, copper. Oh, that was a 4. So 7. Go for it. All right, so it's 8 and 6 respectively. There. Now, on subsequent rounds, so on the second and third and fourth rounds, if anything is up in the top row, we will -1 on subsequent rolls, +1, and then on the final roll, it is cumulative. You subtract 1 more because of competing markets, yada, yada, yada. All right, so we have determined the ore price, available developments. So it's 2 miners, 2 ports, an adit, and 1 steam pump. And player actions, we begin. All right, so place your bets. Over under on Glory to Rome's 3.5. There we go. All right. So what do we got out here? Now that I'm actually looking at this. Okay, so I will go ahead and start by building a mine. And where? You know what? Let's go ahead and start right there in the middle. I will start the bidding at 1 quid, which is the bare minimum that you're allowed to start it at. Begin.
And now we go around just in clockwise order, right?
Yes, ma'am. By the way, Jin Maicha tea. Cheers.
I'm very happy. 3.
Oh, that's good. Greg. Thank you, Luke. Go Canucks. By the way, we have a hard stop tonight at 9:40 because Game 6, Canucks, Golden Knights.
It's
So
less than 2 hours.
well, we better play quick. Greg, still you.
Sorry. I actually lost sound for like a minute, so I didn't hear what the last bet was.
What'd you bid, Jess?
3.
I'll go to 4.
Martin?
Pass.
I'll go 5.
I'll go 6.
Greg?
When you
think I'm
only
good.
have 15 quid, it's, yeah.
Yeah, 6 is a lot, and
It
7's
is.
even more. I
Checks
think I'll
out.
pass.
All right, I will pass as well. That's Jess's for 6.
All right.
So she pays her 6.
That wouldn't be me,
Two-time.
though.
It would not be you. I was looking at blue. I don't know why. 2-time and done. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go right there. I'll start the bidding at 3. Jess?
4.
5 for sure. Pass.
You said how many? 15, Greg? 5? Okay. I'll pass.
Okay.
Well, Jess?
It would not be bad to have mines next to each
Right
other.
next. It's great for an adit, right?
7
Current bid's 5.
and 3. No, I'm counting
Oh,
cubes.
sorry.
So it's a 3/7 over there because we got 3 water and 7 of the others. We got 4, 7 over here. It's the best one of those. And we're at 5.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll do 6.
Greg?
Pass.
All right, so 6 down to 3. Another 2-time.
I might let you guys play at some point. All right, here we go.
Okay, so my turn.
I might take a break.
You know what? Let's go.
This one's 2 8s. I'm surprised you haven't gone down to this massive.
No, I have no interest in that right now. I will go there, and I will start the bidding at 2 there on Land's End. Jess?
Pass.
Well, you could. I'm saying you are.
I know.
could.
Thank you for the option. I'll pass.
All right. Greg?
Man, the only thing worse than spending 3 on that is letting you get it for 2.
Uh-huh.
Pass.
Cool.
3.
Oh, damn. I was hoping. I'll go 4. Martin?
I think you can have it for 4.
I will. I wasn't expecting that. I really didn't want it.
I know. I knew you didn't.
But I'm okay taking that for 4. So there we go. And now it's Greg's turn because he's on top of turn order. Your honor, sir.
Pick a good one, Greg.
Well, no, he might
Yeah.
choose something else.
Yeah, I could choose the one all the way on the right.
Or you could choose the adit or a worker, or I mean, you can do that even and put it
If
on
you'd like to
something.
get me an adit, I wouldn't be opposed.
Hey, what's it worth? I'm going to put a mine in the really juicy one.
Yeah.
Down here?
Because come
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
All right. So, Greg, what's your bid?
6.
Martin?
It's a good bid.
That is a good bid. That is a very good bid.
It's 2 8s though, Martin. That's sweet. It doesn't even need an adit. It's nice.
Oh, it is nice. I'll do 7.
Ah! I was going 7. I was happy with that.
Yeah, but no.
Damn it, I really wanted that one too.
Go 8. Everybody does. That's why I didn't go for it. 'Cause I knew you guys are all going for it.
Nope, I pass.
Okay.
Greg? Current bid 7.
Yeah, 8's fine.
Okay.
Martin,
what do
you
you think,
gonna let him
Martin?
take that for 8?
Try.
That's all I can do.
I know.
I'll let him have it for 8.
Okay.
So 8 down to 7 there. 2 time, and there we go.
Some nice property down here.
All right, Mr. Fowler, it is your honor, sir.
It is my honor.
Have a good one, Stacy. Apparently, you're losing your cheering section, Greg.
Yeah. They're here in spirit.
They are.
You get a
Yeah.
hoorah on the way out.
Right, there you go.
2 for me.
And by the way, there are still cheap copies available in the geek market right now. I will not promise that there will be by the end of the stream.
Yeah, well, I'll put a bid on that one, just the one slightly inland from Land's End, which I'll call St. Ives.
Okay.
I would too.
I mean, clearly everybody knows that's St. Ives. Come on, guys. Seriously, do something.
Depends on which side of the coast you want to pick on. But
Fair.
I'll call it St. Ives. And I'll open the bid with 2.
You know what I like better than 2? 4.
Pass.
What was that,
5.
Greg? I missed that. What?
5.
5. I really thought my 4 might get it done. Martin? It's only 2 water in there. I should have gone 5.
6.
Wow. Okay. I pass. Greg? You have 7 left, just FYI.
Yeah, I'm good though.
Okay, so 6 for Martin. That goes there. That goes there. And 2 time. All right. So now it is my turn.
Yeah.
Set up a mine. Come on.
Now, and keep in mind, everybody, we could do something like that. If you do, when you get the mine there, after you've paid for it, we're then going to roll the dice, and that's what you end up with. So keep that in mind.
And with that in mind, what do you want to do?
There's so much I want to do. But let's go ahead and take a port. So port is going to be 2 time.
I got you.
Thank you. So when you place a port, it removes 1 water, and it allows me to then mine 3 all at once in a single action. So there we go. And now it is Greg's turn.
I'm also going to take a port.
I assume. All right. And Mr. Fowler.
I will take a steam pump, please.
And I assume that's going to go for there. Okay.
Yes.
And it is now Martin's turn again.
And I'll stick a miner on the same thing.
All right, J-Rex, it is your honor
Jesus
now.
Christ, thank you guys.
3 time, man.
Is it 3? That's right.
It
I
is.
hate this one because it takes so long. But it was worth it to do that
Yeah, get one of each.
and get one of each.
There
Because
and
now those
there.
are gorgeous properties.
They are. I didn't expect it to last, to be honest with you.
I know, me either. I was biting my nails over here, and now I'm very, very happy.
That was criminal, fellas.
I really don't have to do anything else this whole game. I just get to sit there.
Yeah, we may have just given her the game.
You may have done
Other than just playing with it to start with, but
Yeah, I'm going to have fun with this.
it's going to be a bit too good.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and place a mine here, and I'll put the bid at 2 for that. Jess?
So the question I have is, do I wait to build up? Because you put water in when you mine. So do I just go with mines right now? Like build up my infrastructure and not worry about getting any points in round 1? That's not the best plan. But I'm not going to really... Actually, I'm not going to be able to do anything because I have those 2. So I kind of might as well. I could do pasty and get a little bit of, or pasty, sorry. Dang it. Now that's too good. I will pass.
I
Greg?
will also pass.
Martin?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass as well.
All right, so it's going to be 2 quid. There. 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 And now we get to roll the bones, find out what kind of mine this is going to be.
Roll them well. Get something good there.
That's terrible.
No, there's only 2 water.
Yeah, but the problem is it's tin, which is the crappier
Historically not as good.
of the... Yes.
Potentially.
So there's that. But my thinking is, if Jess gets a train, it'll remove some water as well as the game goes along. So there's that. Greg, your turn.
I will take the last miner
And place it where?
on my mine.
No, yeah, okay, right, you're red. There, and... Martin? All this making sense for everybody at home? Oh, that's good. 2
Are
for
they both
2
the
on
same?
teas.
Or a
No,
different
they're
one?
not. That
What's the other one?
That one is a...
Sorry.
No, I looked at it so I wouldn't forget it.
Oh, this is good, I have to say.
The Jamaica? Yeah. A little toasted rice and sencha.
It really does
good.
remind me. I know you said it's nothing like it, but it reminds me of the Japanese buckwheat tea.
Okay.
I'm going to sell some pasties.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 quid you get, and that will gain you spend 1 time. Greg, your honor.
So part of my logic there, just for the, I'm not quite. I've got some other thoughts of things I want to do. My mining I can do. It only costs me 1, so I've got plenty of time to mine that mine I've got.
Yeah.
I kind of want to let everybody else move along a little bit, so I took the pasty, not so much because of the money, but because I want to kind of see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've got to remember to explain my thinking on these games. I've got to get back into that habit.
Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah, I have similar logic behind that. It's I know that my last few turns are going to be selling pasties, so maybe I do that now, and then just mine on my last action.
Right.
So I'm gonna sell a pasty as well.
Mr. Fowler?
I'll sell another pasty. Same reason.
What about you?
All right, so all the developments obviously are gone. So it's mine or sell a pasty or pass. And you know what? I will go ahead and mine. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out, you know what? I'm going to pull out those 3. So it's going to be 3 cubes. So that's going to be 3 quid. 1, 2, 3 there. So, and the reason I'm pulling out 3 is because I have a baseline of 2, and then 1 for the port for a total of 3. And that's 1 time. Greg.
I will.
Oh, and when I mined, we add a water. That is the easiest thing for me to forget. So everybody collectively try and help me remember for that. Okay. Luke says all this talk of pasties is legit making me want one. I feel you. Have I? Yeah, we went.
Right.
Yeah, we ate today. I couldn't remember if I'd eaten.
Yeah, you did.
We did.
I'm gonna mine again, or mine.
Okay.
You did the mining. I'm gonna do the mining.
Okay,
now.
so it's going to cost you 1 time.
And I will
And you
take
can mine
all
4 things.
Yeah, I'll take all 4 orange.
1, 2, 3, and 4, because there's 1 water. There. There we go. And add a water. Done. Martin,
I'll take 3 orange with my mine.
you are blue, so that will be 1. There. Add that. And that would be 3 quid, right? Okay, done. Jess.
This didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Nice, Greg.
Both of them are going to be fine, but that one has 5, 9, and that one. All right, I'll even them up. I'm going to mine 1 from here for 2.
Because there's 2 water there, so that's going to cost you 1 time. The 2 quid and add a water, please.
Oh, right. I don't want to do that, but yeah, it is what it is.
Did you pull it from here?
Oh, I did pull it from here.
Yeah.
My love, thank you.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to put that up, and that is going to be for a moment. That'll be for 3. Jess
Pass.
doesn't have the amount. She has to pass. Greg, you have 4 quid. You're going to go 4?
Yep.
Martin?
I shall pass.
I'll take it for 5. And the reason is because Greg only has 4. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Greg, you're up, sir.
Sell a pasty.
Martin.
I'm going to bid on that area to the east of where I currently am. I shall bid 3 for it.
It's literally you and Greg.
That will be the Ding Dong mine, very likely, which was an important mine in that period in Cornwall. a place where Richard Trevithick, one of the pioneers of steam engines, was early in his career was an engineer for. But with a name like Ding Dong Mine, it's easy to remember.
Yes.
I will pass.
Okay.
And you said how much, Martin? I'm sorry? 3?
2.
Yeah. He's like, wait, no. I said.
All right, so 3 there. That's going to go there, and 1 blue mine.
There you go. Now you guys are looking great.
J-Rex,
A whale.
2 options.
3 options, but yes.
Actually, you're right. You could start a mine.
Uh-huh. You took the ones I wanted, though.
Just going to organize the cubes a little bit for everybody at home while you think.
And also,
I can't see them myself, though, while you do that.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
if you
My
move your
bad.
hands-
My
All
bad.
right, so there's 6 and 3 there.
We'll do it from the right. How's that? I'll do it
Those
right-handed.
are... That's really the only good one left. But I doubt I'm going to get it if I do it, because it's going to be me up against Greg. And that's going to give it to him for 2, which is going to give it to him for 1 if I don't do it.
and then you can get a pasty anyway. Or pass.
Or get 2 of them. Yeah, I guess I put it up. And obviously 1.
Yeah, $2 is good.
Yeah, I figured.
Martin?
I can't. I haven't got enough
He
time.
doesn't
Oh,
have
he
enough
doesn't have the
time.
time.
It's
You're
only-
right.
it was only
Okay,
me
you're
and
right.
Greg.
So 2 for Greg.
Yes.
Yeah, if she didn't do it, I was going to do it for 1.
Yeah, I knew
so-
you were gonna, and so at least I cost you $1.
By the way,
It was going to happen either way.
this looks really cool from our point of view when everything's standing up, but because we're streaming it, everything's laying down, but it does have a really nice aesthetic, by the way. So there's that.
The sacrifices you make.
I do, Banker Dave. I do hate. I try and well, it's less about it being sloppy and more about it being just easier for y'all to see, and just.
I mean, I too hate sloppy boards, so.
I'll do a pasty.
And this was important for me. I pass.
Behind you.
Say again.
I'm passing as well.
Okay.
Right behind you.
J-Rex.
Important is that $1 to me.
I mean, you got a lot of water, but if you go 4th, you're not going to get rid of it. Well, no, you still get rid of it.
Yeah, no, there's still stuff to get rid of it with.
Franny dropping knowledge.
I can't get rid of both of them anyway. There's those.
Sorry, this is driving me nuts. Okay.
Jeez.
There.
Well, she doesn't need to look at the board right now.
No, I don't. You could do it. It's we'll make everything
Thank
organized. How mad am I going to be about that? I swear, I feel like I'm just going to mess it up anyway. And something will be left. Nah, I'll take the pasty.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now
no
you
choice.
both pass.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you have to. All right. So we have now gone through the player actions of turn 1, and now we just sell our ore. So we'll just start at Greg and do it clockwise. So 4 times 8, that sounds like 36. 36 and 3 is 39. 19 and 20 means 39. Check it out. Will you grab that? And for Martin, it looks like 3 times 8 is going to be 24. 24 and 5 is 29. Stop me if you've heard this before. There's 29.
You just gave him 39. Did you say 29?
I did.
So you want to keep him at 10?
24, yeah, 29. Sorry.
Put his blue at 10 or put that
No,
at 9.
there,
Yeah,
there it
you
is.
go.
My bad. Thank you for. And then for myself, that is 16 and 6 is 22 and 1 is 23. So there's 20 and 3. And Jess gets 8.
8.
Plus her 3 is 11. Okay, so now that we have sold all of our stuff, remember we must sell all the ore that we have mined. We then go into external investments. So everybody, we'll start lowest to highest. So Jess has 11 quid. Then I have 23. Martin has 29. And Greg has 39. Okay, but the order of the investments is that order right there. So we take a look now. So I have 23. So where do I want, how much do I want to invest? I think I feel pretty good about 10. So I'll go ahead and spend 10 quid. So from 23 down to 13. So I'll move that, and I'm now at 13. The next player is going to be Martin. And I'm just going to keep switching between these so everybody can see the update here. So Martin, you're at 29 quid.
I'll take 10 as well.
I'm sorry, say that again.
10 for me as well, please.
All right, so 10 from 29 sounds like to 19. So we'll drop that. We'll move that all the way up. And we'll move this over. And now the 10 slot is booked up. So now we go to Greg. Greg, you're at a crap ton of money, which is 39 quid. And remember, you were not forced, I know Greg knows this, but you were not forced to make any investments. But this is the best ratio for investments that you're going to get.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the 5 quid one.
So from 39 to 34. And J-Rex cannot take the 10 even if she wanted to. Can do the 5 or none.
I'll take the 5.
All right, so getting back to this.
I appreciate y'all saving me for myself, because I would have bought the 10, and that would have been not good.
There we go. All right, so now we begin anew. So I have 13 quid, but even though I have 13 quid, I don't have 15. Booked up. I'm just perma-passing. And Martin, you're at 19, and you have the second most money left. So it's 15 or nothing. And Greg has 34. So any of these 3 are available to you, Greg. Or
God,
none.
I really could put it on the 20 and be fine, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Only you can
14.
decide.
I'll have plenty for next round.
You will. It's a good ratio. But I like to press my luck, so.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so it sounded like 20 to me. There, which just drops this on down. And back to Greg.
Nope.
No, actually,
No,
we're
he's
done.
done. He can't.
Well,
He's not at
actually,
15.
technically, we would go back to Martin.
Oh, true. Martin, do you want
assume-
anything else?
I'm done.
Okay, all right, so we're done. So now, here's where we start next round. 19, 14, 13, and 6.
Yeah.
And currently, Greg is winning at 30 victory points, and then Martin and I at 12, J-Rex at 6. Okay? All right, so now we are done with the external investments, but now we can prospect. So the top 2 players, so in this case myself and Martin, can choose any of the open areas to go ahead and prospect. And you know what? Let's go ahead and prospect that bad boy. So that means we're going to roll the dice. Would you like to roll? Okay. Oh, that's not bad. So 3 water.
Could be better. Could be worse.
Could be a lot worse.
Could be 4 water and nothing else.
You're right. There. There we go. And Martin, where would you like to prospect, sir?
I think I'd like to prospect the one to the east of where I currently am, which I reckon is Helford.
Right there?
Yep.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't have enough money, so I kind of wanted to wait on that. Thanks for screwing that up. I appreciate it. Okay, here we
I
go.
reckon it's close to where I am, so it's got some interesting possibilities, maybe.
Well, there's
Or-
3 copper and 2 water. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. I've seen worse.
All right, so that is done with the prospecting. Are we done with the 4th round? No, we begin a new round. So we now come to the ore prices. So we're looking over here. So because we are not on the extremes, we don't adjust, and it's not the last round, we don't adjust for that. So it's just going to be straight up whatever we roll. And that looks like a 3 total. So the tin prices have tanked. So it's going to be 4 quid for every tin that we mine. And now again.
You need to do it right there.
Yeah, I think this would be better. So that looks like a 4.
Wow, good.
Wow. It's going to be an austere year.
Wow.
So that just happened. Okay.
Interesting.
That is. That's hella interesting. All right. So Jess has already put out the developments. We'll do it like that so you guys can see. So there's 2 miners, 2 ports, and add it. And you'll notice that there are 2 different groups of steam pumps. Remove 2 water steam pump and a single water steam pump. All right. So we begin a new round now, or begin the player actions, as it were. Right. Oh, there is so much I want to do right now. I don't know what I need to do. So, thinking out loud here, right? I need to get back in that habit as well. So, if I were to place an adit, I would place an adit north and south here. I would remove a water from here, I'd remove a water from here, but add a copper and a tin for each. That's not terrible. I could use the 2 steam pumps to be able to remove 2 water just straight up. That's kind of nice. That's not bad. I think those are the 2 reasonable actions for me to do right now. The other option is to put this up for auction, but honestly, I know all that stuff won't come back around to me if I were to do that. And if somebody puts it up for auction, I can always do that in addition to my action. So I've talked myself into it. I'll go ahead and take the 2 steam pumps right there. And to the surprise of exactly 0 people, I will remove those 2 aqua. Blue. Martin, you're up.
Well, my first choice for the Ding Dong mine was, of course, those 2 steam pumps, but I knew I wasn't going to get them because it was so obvious that Edward was going to go for them anyway.
Oh, hold on.
So,
apparently I mathed wrong. Hold on. 18, 60, 32. Martin, I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4. You lost $4 because math.
Okay. Well.
Okay, my bad. Because 4 times 8, right?
32, yeah.
Yeah, not 36. Thank you, Eric. All right. Carry on. I apologize.
That's how much attention I was paying. Anyway.
Thank error in your favor.
I'm kind of intrigued by the fact that the mineral prices are just so low. I'm wondering, is it worth actually almost sitting out doing mining this go? Because whatever you sell is going to be dirt. Certainly copper is probably not worth taking out of the ground at this point. And even tin is... so in which case, I'm not in a hurry to do much. I want to really build infrastructure in the hope that things will improve in the future. So in which case, that adit looks kind of tempting, because I could draw that between my 2 mines. That would improve both of the mines' capabilities fairly well. So yeah, I think I'm going to take the adit and stick it between my 2 mines.
Oh, I'll stick it somewhere. All right, so there's that, and there's that. And, well, I knew it wasn't getting back to me, but I'm not going to lie. I was hoping. So there's that, and then 1 of each, and that's a whopping 3 time.
It's that time. It's so much. It's so much time.
But I think it may be less important in this situation, because it's going to be a whole other round I've got to do any further developments next round.
Quit trying to put your water into my mind there, Martin. I saw that. Okay. Greg, you're up.
You can have my water anytime.
Thank you, Corey. Yes, Corey says for me, this is confirmed. Charts on the board should always face the same direction.
And I get it. Like, I actually see their point of like, oh, you're playing with a group of people and everybody kind of gets their thing that they can see. So I can
Unless you're sitting over there.
No, I know, but I can see the thought process behind it. Like, I can see him being like, yeah, we're going to make this so it's like universal and everybody can have their thing that they track. And I get the concept. It doesn't work in practice. It doesn't.
It would work better if the the edge that people are closest to was facing them, not the edge that they're furthest away from.
Like, I'm looking at that face up.
Yes.
Right.
They're like, well, you get to touch this, so you have to do it upside down. Whereas that one, it's so. Yeah. I didn't want to say anything when we were pre-playing this and you had it out. I was like, does he know he has it upside down? And then I'm looking at it and I was like,
Actually, he doesn't.
What?
No, I was fully aware. I promise.
I didn't question you though. I said nothing.
But yeah.
But I was like, this isn't right. Oh.
So
Honestly,
yeah,
if this
everybody
wasn't
has
based off of
something
real
facing their
region.
direction. Unless you're sitting on that end, then you're
Don't
just-
sit on that end, dude.
Clearly.
I mean, that's the disembodied voice place anyway.
It is.
So.
Fair enough. All right, Greg, your turn.
I'm going to take a port.
And where are you going
Yeah.
to stick your port?
I'm going to put it on my other mine.
Because you cannot place it there. You could have placed it in other places, but it seems a little selfish, but okay. There, and that's going to be 2 time. And J-Rex
I have
is
so
Maximus.
little money.
You can take 10 past these.
So if I put it there and pull one, oh, my life is hard. I'm going to take a port. I just don't know which one I'm putting it in.
Because they're both port areas, so she can. But one thing, while she's thinking here, it's amazing to me how much this is going to change the game compared to previous game.
Yeah, you can't. That's what I was saying. I'm like, it's so random because of that. It's so hard to predict what you're going to do.
Now, it is likely the prices will go
Do I
up
get
next round because there is going to be a +1 added to each die roll.
Which will be
But,
It's certainly not going to be any worse.
12.
fact.
At least I can get in at 15. But that's all my money. Oh, life is so hard. Oh, it's hard. Lament.
And dose time, ma'am.
Right.
Wow. I'll take things I did not expect to last.
I mean, it had to. We only have a certain number of turns.
I know.
Math said you were going to get something.
You were
I don't know.
going to get
There's
either
6
the port I
things.
didn't
What did you-
take.
I mean,
People can't double up. I mean, I suppose. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have taken a minor. No, but then you would have gotten the port. No, I needed the port.
Yeah, I think the port's more important.
Yeah, I had to.
well, I was automatically going to go for the steam pump for this one to make that cheaper, but honestly, I think it
know.
makes more sense to actually take the minor.
Yeah.
There.
All right.
go
What
there.
do you want, Greg?
I think you ought to put that up for auction.
I actually don't know because if I get the water.
Oh, that's adjacent to him. I didn't realize that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If I get the water pump, it's good for me.
I mean, of course, but
I don't actually need the miner, I don't think.
No.
'Cause
you already
It's-
have the port
there-
up there. You have a port down here.
plus there's 6 there, so it'll take me 2 actions. no
2
matter
for
what.
3 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I take the water pump and I make the bottom left one cheaper.
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
And that'll be un time.
Okay.
And your honor,
And then
ma'am.
I'll take a minor.
Okay, well, I didn't think it was going to get back to me, but you
So,
never know.
how much would that cost me? I could actually get all 4 of those out. I mean, the price stinks, but it's not like tin gets super high in price anyway.
Yeah, tin. If you're going to mine something, I would think it's going to be tin this round.
And it cost me the 4. Yeah, I guess I do. I'm going to double up.
It'll cost you 4, but one of them pays for the whole operation.
Exactly.
Right, yeah. Um. That pretty much sums it up, I think.
Well, now, before there were choices and things.
You know what, though? We're going to put a mine there, I think. A moment. Yeah, that feels good. I'll put that up for 2. Jess?
Yeah.
Hey, Brianna. Thanks.
For just that $3 is really a lot.
Sorry, my brain went dead. All right,
No,
so
you're fine.
4
No worries.
times 4 is 16. I'm going to get those out, but it's going to cost me 4, so it's 12. 12 plus 6 is 18.
That's the current bid. Just trying not to interrupt. That was funny.
The problem is I roll
Yeah.
like crap, and I have a feeling that I'm just going to get junk there.
If it's your mind, you have to roll. I refuse to roll for your mind.
You have to roll. You can't roll worse than I do. But everything else out there, it's not like it's all great.
Well, it's not just that he rolls worse. If he rolls better, then it's just as bad for him.
I can do 3, so I'll do 3.
Greg,
Right, 5.
5? Mm-hmm. Martin? You said
Well,
7?
too rich for me.
All right. I pass. Jess?
Pass.
Okay. So she could have bid. So 5, that's going to be down to 9. That will go there. And here you go, Greg.
All right, I'll take
No,
it.
that's not bad.
That's pretty fantastic,
Yeah,
actually,
you did
outside
good.
the water. So
And I
there.
can just get rid of that next round.
Yep. Maybe with the train. I'd be good with that.
Yeah, as would I. All right, so it's still my turn. And now that that's done, I'll put it there. Because both of these would connect for an adit, was my thought process here with my existing mind.
And
So
you think you can roll better than a 3, 1, and 2?
I'm hoping. So I will go 3 for that mind.
Pass.
Greg?
Pass.
He passed.
Pass.
I'll pass as well.
Cool. I'll take that for 3. There. There. Okay. There. Oh, 2 other things. I did mention that you are piece limited by mines. Your 12 investment cubes that you have, you are also piece limited. I've yet to ever see that come into play.
Are you just joking?
But again, there's the 50 for the first round as well.
Sure.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Okay. So here we go.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yes. The answer is yes. I
You
can.
did better. You did better. Good for you. Were you there? Did you move your 2?
I did.
Okay.
So it's Martin's turn.
How do you say it? Mr. Fowler.
Mr. Fowler.
Indeed, I think I'm going to sell a pasty.
So that would be 1 quid here and done. J-Rex.
Well, all right then.
Give me the money.
Do I just take my 4? I guess I could have gone more because
Money. Did you give me the money?
1.
Money. Did you give me my money?
Yeah, he
I
did.
did.
Yes, you got
The
your
very
money.
first thing I did.
He
was
did the
give-
money. I moved the time. It was a team effort.
I watched you move the time and I missed him moving the money.
He did it while I was.
I think.
You did. You did. You literally said 1 quid.
Yeah, but now I'm worried I gave it to Greg.
No, it
Did
was
I?
in front
Okay.
of me.
All right. Good. All right. Good. Yeah. Don't
Peanut-
question
Did you know
me.
that
Peanut
Mine is
gallery,
money.
chime in if not, but your hand was here, so it didn't.
All right.
It doesn't make sense that you were.
I wasn't watching that hand. I can't watch 2 hands at once.
That's it. It was a magic trick.
It was.
You always wanted to be a magician.
Look here. Right.
All right, so it's going to cost me 4 to do that. I get 12. Do I just do that now? Or do I wait in case you guys do more sneaky crap? As you're wont to do. I hate... I'm so...
Us be sneaky?
You're the worst. You're all the worst. I think I do a pasty too. Nothing else is going to change. Yeah, I'll do a pasty.
Go ahead and move me 1 as well while you're at it. I will do the same.
All right, back to Mr. Fowler.
Indeed, back to me. Well, actually, I think I'm going to take 2 tin out of my St. Ives mine. That would
St.
cost
Ives
me-
was here. This
Yep.
is Ding Dong. All right. 210. Add in a
And I'll
water.
leave it there in the hope that it'll be worth it to get it out later on when.
And there was 1 water there, so that cost 2 quid.
Yep.
And 1 time.
Now it's to
Jrexus
me.
Maximus.
Do I want to get more money? What are you all doing? You're just passing the time over here. Like we got all day.
That really was an amazing roll. Like, I'm looking at that going, wow.
That gives me 3. I mean, I'm definitely going to do that. 2. Pasty.
Greg,
I'm gonna mine in Mullion Cove.
Is this Million Cove?
Yeah. Yes.
And you're going to do how many? You're up to 4.
I'll do all 4.
4, so bring him down to 5. Okay. Water goes in just in case you wanted to get, I don't know, do something with them. See, I'm already thinking of expansions for this. Like, I want like some type of drill that goes deeper so you could add more things to this. Like,
people have come up with variable external investments.
yeah.
In fact, if you reach the box over there, if you hand that to me, I'm serious.
You really think I can?
Well, I meant like stand up and go, no, because short arms, I understand. Okay, no big deal. Just saying.
Cooper, come get the box.
I need to get my cat to come with a whistle.
He usually does, unless he's sound. asleep.
Martin, you're up.
Yeah, I'll pass you as well.
Look, I'll do both. 1, 1. All right, I'm gonna mine now.
This is insane just because the market's
brings
crashed.
me down 4, and I'm gonna take my 4, which are 1 each because there's a water there,
Yep.
and I have enough people to and boats to do what they gotta do.
Greg, you're up.
Guess I'm selling some pasties.
The bid will be 4.
Well, Jess is out, and I think I'm gonna pass.
Martin?
Interesting. What a high bid there.
Seriously, he says he likes me, but it's really debatable. You waited. I know.
No, that wasn't. No, actually, it's the timing of things.
Oh. Does live.
Only 2 water. I'll go 5.
Really?
Good.
Screw
Good,
you,
Martin.
dude.
I knew I liked you.
Glory to Rome, Martin.
Woohoo!
Yeah, see, I couldn't afford to do that, but Martin can.
Martin can, and Martin did. Yay! What do you want? Go 6, 7, 8.
What are you doing? I'm just...
Getting ready to tickle me is what you're doing.
No, I would never.
See?
camera.
Lies.
No, that was a clear lie. Damn it. 6.
Woohoo.
You can have it for 6.
That was amazing. It's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
Martin. Hey there, Martin.
I think it's better. Mr. Follows.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
channeling the honeymooners. Go ahead.
Yeah, mispronouncing my name on camera.
That's for outbidding me, then, you.
Oh, here he comes.
Yeah,
What took you so long, Koopy?
I'm thinking that was a good spot to grab. So,
Come here.
and I feel I do want to open another mine, but the ones that are available So what did you say the dice pips were like on the water die?
Okay, the water die, it's 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So it's 2 of each, 2 through 4s.
Yeah. So
Sucks.
3 is an average
Yes.
result for the die. So do I want to try a new one, or do I want to risk it?
And there's a 0. Hold on. There's a 0, a
Sorry
1,
about-
2 2s, and a 3 on the copper.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go put a bid on the existing one up north.
Yeah.
And what's your bid, sir?
2.
That would be my last mine, huh? I'll go 3. That'd be a first. I've never had all my mines out.
Jeez, really? Pass.
Pass.
4. Oh, we're both each up a couple of feet. I guess that makes us even.
All right, J. Rexus Maximus.
Pass. I mean, pasty.
Okay.
Sorry. Not pasta.
Similar, but very different
Yes,
in
the
this
one
case.
before that,
Okay, all right.
pasty.
Greg, you're up.
So my logic here is that whoever goes first in this next round, I think, is really important, and I don't think it's worth $3. So I'm gonna pass.
Why do you think it's important? Talk that out.
Because I think the train Edward's going to grab, and he's going to use it in a way that's going to help me. So I'm going to let Edward take the train. Or it's not going to help me. I don't care. But I think all the other components are also going to be important. Because there's a lot of water on the table, and the market's going to change. I've already got my 4 cubes that I'm going to get. And I can just save that investment for the next round. And we're hoping the prices go up.
I mean, odds are.
Yes.
I'm going to take the train, huh? You seem confident about that.
I mean, he has to
Well,
be.
if you pass now, before Jess.
Well,
Right.
it's Jess's turn.
And that's really actually what I'm trying to figure out is, do I want the train? So good to know you don't want the train, Greg, because I would have assumed you were going to take it.
I'll take it another round.
Right. I mean, there are 2 trains in that last round. But I could use it now. Plus, yeah, and it's only the 2 steam pumps.
And wherever Jess puts the train helps me, so I'm actually okay with that.
And it could theoretically help me too.
It would. I mean, it's kind of obvious where I'd put the train.
I mean,
Yeah.
she puts it here, which is awesome because 1, 1, 1, 1,
Yeah.
1, 2. So
No, it
yeah,
doesn't
I'm
help
loving that.
Doesn't help that last one.
It doesn't help you here.
No, it does not. Fact. You're right, because that's not connected. You're right.
It is not connected. I noticed that when it was going
Yeah.
up for bid.
All you have to do is walk across where the clams
No
are.
matter where I put it, it's helping you.
Yes.
So you may even let me do that because you could go get something else that increases your production capacity.
You are correct.
Because either place I put it, you're losing water. It's better to make other people do your actions. But Martin's going to go before me if I don't. And I really want to go in at that 20. Because that's 5 points difference. And I think that's going to matter a lot. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? But the train does get rid of 3. Yeah, ugh. But I'm in such a bad spot money-wise. 16, 21. Literally, I'll have a buck. And that's really bad because I need to get a crap ton out.
Yeah, I while you're thinking about this, I love that there's these really tough decisions that here, and you don't know It's all about anticipating what others are going to do.
Yeah.
So do I really want to have $2 is the question.
Do
Um,
you? Should Glory to Rome be going to St. Ives for this game, right?
I'll do it, and yeah,
Okay.
it's not going to be good for me, but
Well, that kind of forces my hand at this point because I don't want to go
last.
fourth.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's not how I wanted this to go because I really wanted to be able to mine.
Do it and go fourth. It's not that bad going fourth. There's a lot of stuff coming out.
So it'd be 4. I'll pass. So Martin, you have 1 action regardless
Yeah.
of the amount. Obviously 2 or less.
Mine then, because it's going to only cost me $1.
Correct.
So, question is, do I want to take a chance on the die roll, or do I go for one of those spots that's already open? I'm gonna take a chance at the die roll on the north coast.
I thought you couldn't do that.
Why?
Build a mine on if you're the last one.
Why? He has
I
1
thought you
action.
said that before.
No. There. So he has
One-
1 action.
one-
It costs him.
so-
So he puts it up for auction. All of us have passed. He puts it up for 1. I assume you could put it up for
Yeah.
11.
I will put it up for 1.
Okay. So there, and so here. Then there, and then he must pass, but that's just 1 action. So you want to blow on him, Martin? There you go. All right, there you go.
Not great, not awful.
It's pretty good for $1 though.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a
the
buck.
ROI is pretty good.
You're okay.
All right, so wow, sell ore. So starting with Greg, that looks like
16.
16. 16 and 6 is 22. Done. Martin is 8
8.
more, so I put you at 18. 0 times 0 is 0 plus 6
Is it?
is 6.
Okay, good.
And
16.
16, and that's 21. And there we go. So there we go. So looks like Greg at 22, Jess at 21, Martin at 18, and me at 6. So now we're at investments, starting with Greg, Jess. So we're going anti-clockwise. Starting with Greg, it is your honor, sir. You have 22
Jeez.
quid.
Yeah. I think I have to put on the 15.
Yeah,
'cause I
he's
don't
wearing
think...
borrows, Greg. Not you, Greg. Other Greg.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah.
50.
I don't think that Martin is going to spend all of his money on this, but this puts me ahead, and it won't... Yeah.
So you're at 45 points.
Yeah.
J-Rex, it is your honor. You have 21 quid. Well, you can see it.
I'm going to go for the 20.
All right, so that will go there. There we go. And, So now the question is, do I go for the 5 or do I just opt out? So let's look at my board state. Water, 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 water. I elect to not buy any victory points this round.
You
and
can, you can sell pasties before you mine. I'm
I
just
could.
saying.
I
And you
could.
don't need to buy a mine. This is my thought process. Is I can sell some pasties before I mine.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it's just the ratio.
And
is so
you're
good.
going to get rid of water in one way or the other.
Right.
Right.
There's going to be something out to get for all of us. There's going to be something.
Yep.
So
Martin, 18 quid.
I think I want to conserve the money, actually. I'm thinking that if the prices are good, or at least reasonable, I'm going to want to mine a good bit. And there's a lot of water there. I can shift some of it with investments, but I am last on the turn order track, so I'm going to get the droppings. So I'm going to stick without the VPs and hope I can make a good amount this round and cash them in next round.
I'll be honest, that surprised me. I anticipated being able to buy, but Now it's Greg. Do you wish to buy any more victory points?
No, I think I've pushed my luck too hard for my taste.
And so that makes it a pass at that point because Jess must pass because she only has one quid. So
I went
therefore,
on.
we're done. All right. So now prospecting. So pick one, Greg.
I'll pick the southernmost one.
Okay. So we're going to roll here first. These will be the last two prospecting actions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of right? And Jess, you get to prospect.
Oh my gosh, I've never prospected
Well,
before.
there you go.
And
Go
I get
for
to
it.
pick that one.
Good choice. Go ahead, roll them bones.
Yeah, I've never, because I don't care about turn order. Well, there you go. I told you not to let me roll these. That's what you get if you let me prospect.
Suddenly my 2 water, 2 copper's not looking so bad after all.
Not so bad.
Right.
This is why I just don't go blind on mines. You know this. It's just never a good plan.
Oh yeah, it's never.
All right, so now we are going to check out ore prices. So everything is going to be +1 because of what it is. So here we go. So that is 6, that is 8, that'd be a 9er. And there you go. So that's going to be 7 for tin. And then, here we go, +1 on this bad boy. I would like the same.
I know. Poor tin.
3, 5, 7, and 1 is 8.
Not the same thing.
Still. You know
You
what?
could have done
That's
better.
Now, one thing I do want to point out to everybody before we go any further. Next round, not only is there going to be a -1 for the tin, but on both rolls, it'll be an extra -1 because it's going to be the last turn. So it's going to be -2 for the tin, -1 for the copper.
Tin's
next round.
gonna suck.
Yep. All right, so that was that. We have the development. So we have 3 miners, 2 ports, a choo-choo, an adit, and 3 stacks.
Do you want to remind people what the choo-choo does?
Huh?
The choo-choo. Do you want to remind them what the choo-choo does?
Oh, yeah. Whenever you place the train, so if I were to place the train here, I would remove 2 water there. 1 water, 1 water, 1 water, 1 water gets removed, and it's a
Introduce
+1 whenever you mine.
Yep.
So with that said, Mr. Greg, it is your honor to start the 3rd round. And yes, Greg, as Jess said, this is a Burroughs sweater.
I think
14. You're going to take the train, aren't you, Greg? Just say it. Just take the train.
no. I did think about doing it just now.
No, and literally I was like, I know he's saying this, but he's going to take the damn train.
No,
That'd be sick meta.
No, because
try
I
to be
know
honest,
him enough to know. And I'm like, I'm making this choice, but he's still going to take the train. I know.
Hey, if you guys are enjoying this, don't forget to give it a thumb down below. Subscribe to the channel. Consider supporting the show over on pledgehc.com. We certainly
But no, I
would
think
appreciate
it makes
the
more
support.
sense for me to take the steam pumps.
All right. So
I
where
will
would you like
remove-
them removed, sir?
Um,
I would recommend somewhere on yellow, like those.
no, I'll take them from 2 from my southernmost. Well, I guess my centermost one.
This one?
That one, yeah.
And that was 1 time. J. Rexus Maximus.
I will take a train.
Hey, excellent choice. All right, so 2 from there. 1, 1, 1, and none. All right, cool.
Yeah, I considered spreading out the pump.
And this
but
is not adjacent. I just
Correct.
wanna point that
Here,
out.
just so everybody can see.
It is some
You see the
water.
line right there?
Train can't reach it.
Makes me sad. All
Makes
right.
me happy.
But that still was pretty nice, not gonna lie.
You're welcome.
Thank you, but I kind of.
I know, but whatever. You could help me out with
I appreciate it.
anything.
I could. That is a fact,
You won't.
Jack.
What's my line? Helping you isn't on my radar.
Yes, that, I vaguely remember that, and by vaguely I mean I still sting from that. Man, I want to do two things. This one time, can I take back-to-back actions?
If you...
I
no.
thought about it, but no.
Basically, it comes down to add it or the double steam pump.
The added seems better for you, since
Yeah, the
you
added's
went
way
out of
better.
your way to get things adjacent. I don't know why you would do double steam pump and not an added.
Because hoping I could get both.
Oh.
And that'll go right there. So I remove a water there, remove a water there, and then add one of each into each. Mr. Fowler.
Double steam pump for Ding Dong, please.
And that is right there. Okay. Thank you. And Greg, you're up. Hey, Chip.
I'll take one of the ports and put it in my north coast one.
All right,
That's
you
down.
are red, so that will go there. That removes the water, and that is dos Timo. Martin. I think the new lighting has actually, it's made it cooler in here. It's not as hot, and I think it looks better. Happy with it.
Still needs the pants, though.
Yes, I forgot to turn them on, so I saw that. Thanks. Just saying, 50 minutes.
Yeah, don't try to pressure me. It'll only make me go slower.
Who are you, Jess?
I am gonna take the last remaining steam pump for the one up north.
Way up yonder?
I
up
feel
here?
like you should have done a minor. I don't know why you're doing this. You're the worst. All right, fine. I'll take a port for down here.
And...
You again?
Nope, one more time.
Oh,
Jess.
Oh,
One
one
more
more. I'm
time.
sorry.
There you
Ports
go.
are two.
Yep. Martin?
Well, now I'll take a minor. I'll take the minor for Ding Dong.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm taking a minor. Now the question is where? I'm pretty sure it's going to be there. Okay. Greg?
I will mine in my southerner one.
There?
Yep.
So
Three
two,
copper.
3. So these 3 copper for free. Adds a water. There we go. Thank you. Martin?
Oh, there's a minor spare.
Leave
Well,
him. Leave him there.
I'll take that minor. That can go up.
Martin.
Where's it going? Up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a board for that, Jess.
Oh, it's not. There's no glory to Rome in it. He had every right to take it. He just needed it.
It's your honor.
Mm-hmm.
Got Glory to Rome's a 4, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
but,
not
you
if
know.
you're playing the game and it's just there. Like, it just would have been nice. Fine. One, two. Oh, that would have been so nice. And then that's one action, but it cost me 5, so I'm gonna need, oof. I guess I can do it though. Pasty.
All right. I'm a mine. It's going to be those 3. Done?
All right. I will. How much money do I have?
7 quid,
7.
sir.
All right. I will mine up north.
So taking 3 here.
Copper.
No, only, yeah, 3. So that'll drop you down to 1. So all 3 of those copper. There. There. Martin, you're up.
I will take 3 copper out of Ding Dong,
Oh,
please.
Don't forget to add a water.
Thank you. So hold on. So 1 gets added there. And then you said 3 copper out of here.
Out of Ding Dong, yes.
So
please.
that'll be 3 quid. And we will add the water there. 3. And those will go there. Jess. All right. And now I will go ahead and mine again. This will cost me 3 quid. Add the water. I'll take that and both of those. Done? Greg?
Gonna sell a passy.
Martin?
I will take 3 tin out of Ding Dong, please, for 6.
So that's 6. We'll add a water. That goes there, there, and 6. Down to 9. Done? JRX? And I will spend 3 quid to go and take a tin and 2 copper out of there. Done? Greg?
Passy.
Done? Martin?
I just want to double check. The one to the west of Ding Dong, the St. Ives mine, that's got 2 water and 1 copper on it, yes?
Nailed
Yes.
it.
Okay, it's just hard to tell because the illustration of the
Oh,
copper.
yeah.
Cover
Sure.
it up.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm going to take 2 copper and a tin out of my north mine.
2 copper and a tin here.
North mine, that will cost me 6.
Correct. And we'll add a water.
I took his quid.
Thank you. And Jess.
Do I have enough now? I do. I will mine 4 of these. That's all my money.
I got you.
Thank you.
Oh, this is actually a really hard choice on what to do. So, when in doubt, take the obvious one. Done.
You and me.
Sorry.
Yep. I'm gonna mine.
True.
You know what they say about a man with big feet.
Big shoes.
You are correct. What was that, Greg?
I'm gonna mine.
I believe you. I assume here.
Yes.
So 3 things there, and that will go there. There you go. Hold on.
I will pass Steve.
A moment.
got him.
There.
So he
There.
said
Got it?
Yeah.
Jess?
I'm gonna mine.
Well, apparently I'm an idiot. Okay.
Yeah, we weren't going anywhere soon. So
Oh, well.
that's 4.
And I got your water.
Do I want to do the? I mean, it's as high as tin's gonna get. But this round, it would be nice. What would it be? $4 difference. 16, no. 28 plus 32 is 60. Nah, I'm fine.
And I'm gonna pass.
Maybe I wasn't a complete idiot then. Okay. And Mr. Fowler?
I'm going to mine, take the 2 coppers in place of the 2 coppers.
There.
Yep. That'll cost me 4.
Yep.
So send me down to join everybody else at 0 money.
Third
Pass.
or Martin?
I'll take the pasty and then pass.
All right, starting with Greg. It looks like 6 times 8 is, oh God, I'm having a hard time. 6 times 8.
48.
Yeah, 48. Thank you. Remember 48. 48 and 21 is 69. And you have no money, so that's going to be 69. Done. Grab those if you would. Then Martin, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 8 is 56 for these. 56 and 28, 64. 84. 84 and 1 is 85. 80 and 5. And for myself, I'm looking at, I believe this is 67. I think I did the math right. So that's 16, it's 32, 32 and 35 is 67. I have no money, so 67, 60 and 7. And J-Rex?
28 and 32, so 60.
60 and no money, so dead on 60. There we go. So I'm at 67. We'll do this in turn order here. Then Greg at 69, Jess at 60, and then Daddy Warbucks here at 85. Martin. Okay? All right. So. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. I have failed you people.
Oh, I'm bleeding off camera.
So that's going to be just straight up 50. So from 67 puts me at 17. So I'm at 0 and 17. And now we get back to Greg. Greg, you're looking at 69 right now, sir?
Yeah. Can you guess which one I'd like?
No, sir. I don't want to presume.
$50.
Okay.
40 points.
69 puts you at 19, which, as you pegged out, there. Now, keep in mind, one thing I do want to point out is the 10 and the 40 still ends up.
That's awesome, except getting around to that isn't going to happen. So I guess I could leave the 40. As long as Martin's not going to... Well, but he can take 2 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Checks out.
And... Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, you were here.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
And you guys probably are going to take those 10s is the thing. I'll take the 40.
All right. So that will go there from 60 to 40, or to 20, sorry. And Martin, you have 85.
I'll take the other 40.
You're now at 45, sir. And it goes back to me. Oops. And I'm at 17. I'm first, so... Oh, what do I do? Oh, what do I do? Do I take the 5, the 10, the 15, or the none? So let's take a look at where we're at here. So I'm at 52. I'm pretty sure I'm well behind. I am. I think I can get away with I think I can get away with taking the 10. I think I can. We'll see if this is a critical error on my part. I'm down to 7. And so we are now up to Greg. Greg, you have 19. You have, you have 19. Jess has 20. Martin has 45. I have 7.
I'm with Jess. Push your luck. I'm going to take the 15-pound one.
All right, so 15, which drops you to 4, sir. That now goes to Jess. She's at 20.
Well, $20.
Wow. All right. I like it. So Jess goes there. Where we're from, we would call her penniless. And we go to Martin, who has 45 left. Far and away the most money.
Everybody else's position, please.
I'm sorry?
Can you show me the main board so I can see what everybody else has got?
I'm leading at 7.
Okay.
Greg
That's all I
at
need.
4.
Okay. That's fine. I'll take the. Okay, so nobody can take anything more than 5 anyway.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm okay. So I'll take the. Pop me into. Pop me in for 5.
All right. So there's a 5. So you're down to 40 dead even. And it comes back to me. I will stop. I pass. Greg will pass by default. Jess will pass. It's back to you, sir.
And I've got 40, right?
Correct.
Okay, stick me in for 30.
All right. 30 it is. There. You're down to 10 and still have the most money. All right. We are done with, well, hold on. Back up. We're back to Martin. Would you like to invest in the 5 or the 10?
No, also I'm going to leave myself with 10 into the final round. I think
So,
a bit of money for the final round is good,
okay.
but there is amount left.
Prospecting. Done, because there's nothing left. Are we in the final round? Nope, we are now, though. Here we go. We're going to roll. So, we'll roll for 10. 10 is going to be -2, remember, from whatever it is we roll. So that looks like 8 minus 2 would be 6. 7 to 5. That's not the end of the world, right? And it's -1 now on the copper. Okay.
Just because of last turn. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's a can of die, so we're going to re-roll that one. But it's 4 and 6, so we're at 5 right now. 5 and 7. There you go. Stays where it is.
All right.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. And we need to put out last developments. Oh, there's so much I want to do right now. I have no idea what the right choice is. I can make a case for the 3 steam pump. I can make a case for a train. I can make a case for an adit. I can make a case for a port. I cannot place the adit right there, clearly. But you know what? Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's still good stuff left, even if I take the edit. I need that because I am so far behind. So I will take that because I need to be able to make money.
You sure that's what you wanted? I mean, you get a nice neighbor right here.
I feel you. However, that hurts though. That right there hurts a lot.
I told you how much that hurt.
It really hurts, not gonna lie, but I need to be able to make money. And kind of like real estate, they ain't making more. So that's the way to get more out there.
That's the way you get more stuff. It's true.
All right, Greg, you're up. But that hurt, not gonna lie.
Wow.
Were you planning on taking the edit?
No.
I think he wants a train.
No, I don't want anything.
I don't want any of the things.
I want a new mine.
You do want a new mine. That would be a good thing to do.
You could.
Yeah. I want a new mine, and I want it next to Edwards, one on the right.
Edwards, one on the right. Okay.
So right here?
Yeah.
All right. So what's the opening bid, sir? No more than 4.
Yeah, we're gonna start with 3.
Martin?
4.
Pass.
Pass.
Greg?
There you go, Martin.
Oh yeah, it's his for 4. 1, 2, 3,
no.
and 4. There, and money there, done. Okay, Greg. You're
Now,
up.
Greg, where do you want
Now,
it?
where do you really want the mine?
Where do you really want it? You got one next to you? Oh, actually, you got 2
Yeah.
next to you.
I mean, that one's tasty.
No.
Oof.
I think this one, what?
That
This
was
one.
sarcasm.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
gonna be that's the second best one. Let's
Right.
go with that one.
Yeah.
What's the bid?
Still 3.
Martin?
Martin?
Pass.
I'll pass.
Pass.
Cheers for 3. There.
All right.
And grab a mine if you would, please.
Oh, right. That's up here. Where is it? Right
Yeah,
here?
yes.
All right.
The worst. Green? Well, I mean, yeah, we gave it to you.
I was happy about this.
So remember, you can mix and match. You can take 3 from anywhere, like just did, and it's so nice she could do it again.
No, I don't need to.
But you could. I'm
I
saying.
have no need.
All right, Martin.
I'll take a 2 steam pump, please, and drop them on the mine I just bought.
So you just bought this one right there, so that'll be that done. And one time, if you would, please, Jess.
And that's 2 coppers on that mine, correct?
2, yes. Here, 2 copper,
Okay.
1 tin. There you go. Yep. If that helps a little.
That
Yeah.
helps.
And in fact, let's do it this way, just to cover that up. Okay, cool. Greg, you're up.
I will take the double steam pump, and I will do 1 from each of my places that still have stuff.
Okay, so you are red. Well, hold on. It
Actually-
could be here, or here. No, you're gonna have to narrow it down.
You know what? Just remove 2 from the southernmost one. Let's just play it safe.
This.
Yeah.
Okay. Jess.
Hold on 1 second. All right, what do we got?
Wow, this is not how I expected this to go.
45, so 5 is 40, 45. It's gonna cost 2. And then I wanna do all of those. So I have 1 extra.
Wow.
Can you take a thing and not place it?
That's a good question. I do not know the answer to that. So, for those watching at home, you guys enjoying this so far? Let me look. Require you to take a piece from the available developments box. and place it in an area of your choice. It does not have to go into your area, but it could go into someone else's or an undeveloped or,
But you have to use it.
Yeah, you have to make it, it has to go on the board.
Even for these.
No, those you do not. The steam, you could just take.
All right, shall do.
That's nasty.
Yeah, I had one extra thing though.
And I'm the ugly one, huh?
Well, you didn't go in here, so I had
Wow!
no steam pumps for you. I broke it.
I wasn't going to, but that just seems spitefully
I kicked
nasty.
it with my shoe.
No. I think... A moment. Just want to make sure, yeah, it does. I can make a case for a trainer report. The port would go here, the train would go there. Oh man, I have no idea which is the better choice. Okay, so it's my turn. So then blue goes. Blue has a lot of water. But if he pulls a train, it might be up there. It could be over here, which doesn't really help me a lot. I'm just going to go with what feels like the right idea. Going to go there and that done. And that is 2. I don't know if it is, but you know what? A moment. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me back that up one, since nothing's changed.
It's just getting closer to your time, so.
I know. There, and I'll put the water back. Done. Blue. Martin. Haven't even considered fantasy football. Honestly, Baker David. You liking the gym, might you?
Yeah, I think this is what my favorite Japanese restaurant that doesn't exist anymore used to serve.
It's delicious
Yeah,
tea, isn't it?
I think all the
It
other
is.
ones serve the buckwheat, which I don't like, and this is so it's bringing back memories. Been there.
Oh, yeah, matcha is superb. Which Japanese restaurant were you thinking of?
Sushi Island.
Yeah.
Was it Genmatcha? You think that they served Genmatcha?
Matcha. Yeah, absolutely.
It was because it was so much better than any other Japanese restaurant's tea.
Well,
So-
Junji had good taste. So,
Junji was incredible.
He was. I really miss him.
Me too.
Sorry, we're waxing lyrical on our favorite sushi restaurant.
Absolutely, please
Here's
feel
the
free.
thing, people. When you find a restaurant like that, like Sushi Island was incredible, and he was a master sushi chef, and just and to find that in like Wakefield, Massachusetts, like here's this master Japanese sushi chef. He was incredible, and a wonderful human.
Yeah, he was lovely. Yeah, I really enjoyed that place.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I decided what I was going to do before I was distracted. Yeah, I think I'm going to plop a boat into my new mine.
So this will go, was it this one?
That one there.
There, that will go away, and that's going to be 2 time. Greg,
I'm going to take a train.
where are you taking it?
I'm going to put it in my north port.
Up here?
Yep.
So 2 get removed from there. Hold on. So 1 here, 1 here. Whoop, whoop. Done. And 2 time. J. Rexus Maximus.
I'm gonna mine. I have a lot of support over here, so these are all gonna come out for free, and that'll go in
And 1 time.
one time.
Wow.
Get some hard workers.
Oh, I have no idea what to do. That's 3, that's 4, that's 2.
Do.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Do. You have a lot of stuff out there. You need to remove some
Well, it's
water.
going to be one of these two. It's for up here.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Because this would make these.
No, it's got to be there. So it's
Okay.
going to be 2 there, 1 out of there, nothing. 1 out of here, nothing. And 2 time. There we go. Jess?
Done that before I put the ship in there.
Yeah, seriously. He didn't help you out there. Boop.
And Mr. Fowler?
That's okay. Throw the ship in my northern mine.
There, and there.
Okay.
And I'll take the miner for my southern port.
There.
Pasty for me, so just move it.
All right, so I have 4 here, so it's going to be these 4. There, add 1 water. Greg.
I'm going to mine from the southern place for free.
And that's going to be all 3 for free. So that will go there and there. J-Rex.
Pasty.
Done. Martin.
I'll take mine 3 from my new mine for nothing, since there's no water there.
I will go ahead and take all 4 for 4. Drops me down to 3. And hold on. It's 20. Hold on. I was at 7. So hold on. That's 24. That's 20. And 6. I think that still makes sense. Yeah. So actually, I will take it from here. So that'll be 6 quid for that.
Whoop.
There we go. And I already moved it. Done. And I need to add a water. It's moot, but okay. Greg?
I will take
That's why I thought you were going there, because
Yeah.
these are worth more.
Yep. Say again.
I'll take
Sorry.
1 tin from the north port.
Here for
Yep,
1. There. J-Rex?
Pasty.
Thank you. Back to me. So,
No, Martin.
Sorry, Martin. I apologize.
I'll take the 2 tin off the north port for 4.
There for 4. Drops you to 2. That goes there. I'm going to do something for 1. So now, let me see. If I were to go here, that would get me 8. Or that would get me 10. So I will go pasty. Done.
Pasty. Oh, actually, sorry.
Red?
Red first.
I'm,
and then pasty.
I'm going to pass.
Ah, crokinole. I'm better at that than that. Thank you, frog fingers. There. Martin?
I'm going to take the last copper out of the St. Ives mine. Do!
Yep. There. And I will spend 2 quid to take those there.
I need that last pasty. So, doop. All right.
There we go. All right, so your stuff starting up there. That looks like 15 and 8 is 23. 23 and 0 is 23. Martin, you're at 24. 24 and 15 is 39. 39 and 0 is 39. So that is there, and there. That's here. A moment. And so that's going to be 10. So that's 7. That's 56. And 6 is 66. 60 and 6. And J-Rex, what do you got?
I have 45, so that brings me to 50 total.
Yep. So 40 and 10 puts it at 50. All right. So the order up there, as you see it, so Greg at 23, Martin at 39, Jess at 50, and me at 66. Okay. So it is Greg's honor, sir.
I'm going to make this real easy. Just give me the 20 quid one.
And you're down to 3. You're done. Blue.
Yep.
You're at 39, sir.
39.
There's
And
no
what's
reason.
everybody-
Well.
Let me look again, see what everybody else is.
Yep. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit that. I have 66. Jess has 50.
So Jess will probably just go straight for the 50.
Yeah, I'm going
or-
straight for the 50. Edward's probably going to take the 50 and maybe need the 15.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
So, so what's available?
So I mean, there's no reason not to take the 30.
Yeah, because blocking you can't block him. He's going to
No.
take it. He can take a 10 and a 5. He can take the 15. Either
Yeah.
one's going to end up the same.
I'll take 30. Yeah.
There.
Let's do it.
I will take
Now.
that at the 50. Jess will take the 50.
So you took his. I'll put him at 9.
Okay, right.
That's for his 30. You did a 50,
And
That
which
brings
drops
you
me
down.
to 16. And you're out.
and I'm out.
Okay, so Greg is out because he only has 3 quid. Jess is out because she has nothing. So then it goes Martin, then me. Martin has 9, so,
I'll stick it into 5 then.
right? And I have 16, which means that'll go there. And that's where we end it, y'all. Okay,
Yep.
so math. So here we go. We'll do this in turn order. So red up there. So help me out. Make sure I'm doing this right. 40, 64, 64, 76, 76, and 6 is 82, 94, 99, 109. Leader in the clubhouse.
Yes.
Okay, so 109, and you had $3 left over in case there's a tiebreaker. Then we go to blue. Blue, we're looking at 50, 74, 86. 86 and 7 is 93. 80 and 93. Done.
He had 4 left over if we need to do tiebreaker.
All right, then it goes yellow. Yellow, you're looking at 70, 79, 88, 100, dead on.
And you had 1 left over?
Yep. And J-Rex, 30, 62, 82, 82, 96, 96, and 4 is 102.
No, you miscounted there. 82 plus 16 is 98. 98 plus 6 is 104.
Okay, 104. 104. So there you go.
Yeah.
So actually, we can do it this way. Here, show it a little bit closer for you guys. So it looks like Greg wins
Yep.
at 109, Jess at 104, me at 100, and Martin, thank you for playing at 93. All right, so there we go. All right,
Yay.
Tinner's Trail. So start with the Skype folks. What'd you guys think of the game?
It's interesting. It feels hard to plan ahead because of the pricing mechanic. You just kind of have to go all in whatever round seems like the best round to go in and hope that works out. Which is fine. You know, the game's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's a 90-minute game. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
It's interesting. It It does feel, though, that by the end it's sort of hard to stop people from doing what they're going to do. Whereas in the beginning, there's a lot of manipulation with auction mining. But once the mines are set up, it's just sort of all right, well, you didn't stop them before, so they get to do what they're going to do.
It's fair. Martin?
I quite enjoyed it. I like the interplay, the mechanisms, the time. You're thinking of time, you're thinking of money, you're trying to decide what to develop or what to get through. There's a lot of things to think about. I mean, yeah, there is a fair bit of randomness about how the prices come together. And I'm not sure how much that would bother me or more playing more the game, but it's also quite an easy teach. The rules are fairly straightforward. So for a kind of sort of lighter, medium-ish kind of game, I find it quite absorbing. And I like the theme as well. I like the mining in Cornwall theme is quite pleasant.
On that note, I will say that one nice thing about the rule book here is for all the actions in the game, it actually has some bolded text here that actually talks about why things like why adits, why the steam pumps,
I love the
and all
historical
of that.
background,
So
yeah.
very much so the historical aspect of it. And there is here there's designer notes at the back, and Martin says Wallace says, this game only exists because my partner's parents live down the road from the old Camborne School of Mines in Cornwall. If you've ever been to Cornwall, it's hard to ignore the fact that mining was once the principal activity in the county, replaced today by clotted cream and traffic jams. After visiting a couple of old mines, it occurred to me to do a game on the subject, and then he goes on further there. So, yeah, I think the historical aspect of the game is interesting. Somebody had mentioned about the dragon, the colorblind, red and green. I mean, the game shows its age in that respect because it is from 12, 13 years ago or so keep that in mind. But you could always put dots on the cubes and stuff.
All right, so I like it a lot. And the funny thing was, when you mentioned we were going to play this, I was like, no, I've never played it before. I have. I totally forgot that I played it before. So I'll caveat that with it's not a remarkable game to me, clearly, because I've played it and then was like, oh, yeah, I remember this funny little game. But the more I play it, it's quirky. And, one of the things I hate about my own gameplay is that I'm mathing everything constantly. My brain just constantly is figuring out the math for everything that's going to happen. Guess what? With a market like this, where these ore prices are determined each round by a roll of the dice, I can't do that. I can't sit there and determine what everybody's going to make and what their score is going to be at the end of the game because it's dependent upon that. It gives me a little bit of room to do that in that, like, that last round, I knew I could max out my actions because I'm seeing what everybody had available for money and what was in their minds. And I knew nobody was going to be up going for the 50 with me. So all I had to do was get to the 50, so I had an extra action. So it gives me a little bit of that kind of fun of mathing out the game without making my brain overextend. It's medium weight. It has enough of randomness so that it is unexpected, and I think we touched on during the game that it changes game to game because the way these ore prices come out, every game was different. And the thing that I really like about it is look at the distribution of mines. Martin and Edward had 5 mines out. Greg has 4 mines out. I had 2. But I still was able to come in second place.
Oh, wow. You really only did have 2.
I started with that first round. There's 2 mines. I got the best mines on the board. I got 1 adit that made me put some things in there. If you'd let me get another adit, I would have won the game. Basically, with 2 mines. So you can optimize what you're doing in this game. And I really like that. Honestly, having played it before for this stream, I wasn't going for a win. I was going for 18XX has got me on this trope of what crazy thing can I do and still be competitive in the game. So for this game, when y'all let me get those mines next to each other, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to mess with you all and maybe put mines up and pretend I want them. But that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to focus on these two and see what happens. And that's what happened. Not too bad of a play for just 2 mines and optimizing
I
it.
didn't realize you only had 2 mines until just now.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, I definitely picked that up a while ago. Part of the reason I passed was to make sure that Jess didn't get the last one of the adits.
Yeah, because that would have been it. If you hadn't done that, I would have won because I would have gotten
2
those.
mines. That's really impressive.
Yeah, but a game that allows for gameplay like that lets you kind of go off the rails and see what happens, I think that's really cool. And that, for me, is going to make this a game that I would absolutely keep in my collection because I'm going to want to play it again. Maybe not every game day. Is it
Sure.
one that I'm going to be like, oh, let's play that again and again and again? No, but I know that it's only going to last like 90 minutes. Streaming obviously adds. So it's a quick game. But it has enough depth and also the player interaction. So it's a game I want to play at a game day because we're going to be interacting and, oh, I can see you really want that train. Well, the train's going to help me too. Sure, that's fine. There's discussion. There's kind of participating in it. I loved how Martin, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play with somebody who's not Martin in the future though, because naming the mines, Ding Dong Mine and St. Ives and stuff, and my Northern Mine is going to do this. That's hilarious and fun. But yeah, I think this is a game you can really have fun with. And for its time, I think was really pretty advanced. I mean, to have the time track up there and then you're paying your money to get those points, and it's clearly better to pay earlier, but you need money to do things. Yeah, it's a fun balance.
It's interesting to me, and I'm sure there are games that were earlier than this, but whoever's further behind on like some sort of path, so it reminds me of Lignum, which came obviously clearly later.
Tekken-Ido, like anything where you're taking your actions as the furthest back player. Yeah.
I think this is why Martin Wallace had such a good reputation for game design. It's games like this. I think this is exactly.
Yeah.
I think
he
this
did a
is
great job back
absolute
then with these.
Amazing design for what it is.
Yeah.
I think it nails it.
Yeah.
The one weak point of the game that I will say that it becomes a little bit rote. Like there's not a lot of like really interesting decisions when it comes to the investments. The only decisions you really have are how much money do I want to save for the next round. The blocking people out is considerably reduced. There might be an occasional thing there to where you get the opportunity.
It's minimal.
But if you take a look at the investments here, look at how many are actually blocked off. Jess and I were the only ones that could do that one, right? But if you look out here, there are these two and there are these two, and that's it. Everything else you could have gotten if you wanted, because there's only 1 cube on everything.
Yes and no, but I mean, I could have been a jerk and just gone and kept filling up these and potentially done something to block Martin off of 3 points. Like, I feel like you could do that because, as you noticed, you add those up and they're the same value for a price. So you definitely can block each other, but it depends on if you want to play it that way. So I think they left it open for that, but I don't want to play it that way. Like, I'd rather if it's really obvious, sure, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, my point is that's the least interesting aspect of the game.
Fair.
On that note, like Tony made this one. There are other variants that people have made for, and I'll just put it here that you can put over it. I'm not saying this is balanced. But I'm saying this makes it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more compelling. But is it balanced? I don't know. But there are other ones out there that people have put out variant-wise, where people can
See, I love that. That's like Pyramid Arcade, where you have these things added in by players of the game, people who love it, and they go and add these things that give you that opportunity to say, hey, let's test this out. And luckily we have a game group that's really apt to do that and try these crazy variants that we find on BGG. So that's kind of fun too. I like that breadth of it. But
And there's just the variability with the markets, right? The game we played last night, getting ready for the stream, the market was drastically different than how it was tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Right, I think we managed to, in the second or third round, I can't remember which one in this game, in the second round, we all invested, in this one, where we all invested like a crazy amount in one round.
Oh, in the third round, yeah.
Third round. That didn't happen the last time. It was a lot more spread out.
Just saying.
it's time for Canucks.
We have 5 minutes. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
we got 5 minutes.
There's a warning. There's a count.
One other thing. There is a really good player aid that, honestly,
It really
I think
is.
this does a really good job
Yeah.
just to be able to, since the board is oriented so weird on BGG.
Honestly, I'm used to it now. I'm going to be looking sideways at other games at this point.
And there's one other that if you're actually teaching, I think this does a really, really good job. I just wouldn't go in the order there. I kind of customize the order and basically taught off of that sheet. So those are available on BGG. Other than that, from an aesthetics standpoint, other than the red-green aspect of the game, when this isn't a top-down like this and you actually have everything standing up, it just looks cool. It looks really, really nice on the table because everything is big wooden pieces and it just looks good.
I mean, and you have blue cubes for water, and then you have a blue player. Not the best plan.
Understood, but the only time blue cubes come out for the player
Which is
at
why
least
it's
over
excusable.
here,
But
so.
honestly, I think this would do well as a reprint. I think it's something that people, a publisher could pick up and do and reprint this, better components, make it even better than the original, and
Rotate
keeping
some of the charts.
Yeah, oh God, please.
I think they could do well.
Well, you actually refer to the things on the map without having to use our memories or look up things.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I imagine it wouldn't be hard to do because it's well out of print. Like I said, there are a bunch of copies on BGG used marketplace-wise, like
Yeah.
around $40 or so. So check that out. But there you go. All right. Anything else?
No.
You guys got anything?
Nope.
All right,
Nope.
good. All right, so that's it. So thanks
Good.
everybody for watching. Certainly appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Join us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. That is 9 p.m. over in Europe. This one here,
Legos.
Lego.
That's
Lego.
true. Lego.
No S. Her and Mark Street over on Board Game Corner. They're going to simulcast. Putting together the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I mean, you want
Lego.
to see that. This thing is so
I do.
cool. It's
I'm
so
looking
cool.
forward to that. So cool. So, fellas, thank you. It's good to see our friends again, even if it is, over the internet. So it's good to see y'all. Thanks everybody out there for joining us. If you guys did enjoy it, now please consider giving us your thumbs. Go ahead.
We need your thumbs.
And subscribe. That'd be great. And you want to support the show. You think what we do here on the show is worth supporting. Certainly would appreciate it.
We just pushed it up. We just got another patron.
We did?
Literally just went up
How do you
from
know?
806 to 807. I watched it. You hit something. It's a ghost. Woo! But yeah, continue the conversation over there because we talk about all these games in the Slack channel, and this is where you get back information about things coming up, things we're talking about, things we're playing, cooking, video games. It's a blast. So
That.
yeah.
All right, cool. I'm out of here. I got a Canuck game to watch and apparently foot rubs to give. I will see you guys. Well, she will see you tomorrow. I will see you
Yay.
guys this weekend. Saturday for Rorik solo and Sunday for Field Commander Napoleon. So again, thanks everybody. Thanks to those fellas. Thanks to Jess. I'm Edward.
I'm Jess.
I'm Greg.
I'm Martin.
All right, you guys have a great rest of your night. Take care, everybody. Social distance. Wear your masks. Be kind to one another. We'll catch y'all later.
Party on.
Bye.
I was going to bust out, you mentioned money and minds. I was like, I got my money on my mind, on my mind, on my money. But no.
Is it